In this video, I'm going to show you my favorite plays out of our 2x2 stack. Now, to start off, I do want to just go through the formation a little bit. We stack the right side. You could stack the left. You could double stack it. It's however you want. We label our receivers 1 through 5, basically from left to right. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Now, why we do this is we print out these play cards. We show them our kids, okay, you're going to be 1, you're going to be 2, you're going to be 3, you're going to be 4, you're going to be 5. And then they look at the card, they see what route they're running based on what number they were assigned. So that's kind of the reasoning why we number them 1 through 5. It's just easier to communicate the plays and show them on the 7-on-7 field or at practice. All right, so the first play here is we got a man-to-man beater on the left and a zone beater to the right. So if we know we're getting man, we'll have our quarterback look to the left side first. If we know we're getting zone, we'll have the QB look to the right side first. Now, honestly, both sides are great against man. The flood concept's really good against man too. The 4 will probably almost always be open. So both sides are honestly good against man, but we like Slant-Arrow a lot against man coverage. So if we're getting man coverage, we usually get press coverage with inside leverage. So that's when we kind of want to hit the 2 on the arrow. Okay, if we're getting off man or we see that they're playing press man without taking away the inside, then we could look to the slant. And if you know you're getting man, you could just have the Q look to your better matchup. Let's say the 2 is much better than the kid covering. So look for the 2 first and vice versa. So you could have the quarterback look to which receiver first based on matchup where you have leverage or player advantage. All right, so now if we get in zone, we have the QB look to the right. Now, first off, right off the bat, I just want to say, when you're flooding an area, you're going to have a deep, shallow, and underneath option. We always tell our quarterback to work the ladder. That's what we call it. We always want to look deep because if the deep corner is open, we want to throw a touchdown, right? It's better than throwing a 10-yard out or a swing pass. If the touchdown's there, go throw a touchdown. So we always want to check high to mid to underneath. And it doesn't take long to check the high route because if that's open, that'll show right away. This is just this kid's driving his route for 9 yards, breaking to the corner. So if it's open, it'll be open. It'll be a clear read. You'll know right away. So if that's not open, we look here. If this is not here, then we look to check down. Now, most of the time, this 4 is open. Okay, it's kind of like a switch release here, which is nice. So we're going to release inside, get ourselves vertical for 7 yards, and we're breaking on the out. So most of the time, the 4 will be open, guys. A lot of times, the 4 will be open. Because think about it like this. How is the defense going to align to the stack? Are they going to put a corner here and then a defender here, which is probably the best way to do it? Are they going to put the corner here and then this kid outside? Or are they going to do corner here, here? Are they going to do here and here? I mean, you know, a lot of teams don't have an answer for the stack. So a lot of times, you know, this kid will get a free release and the out will be open. Now, it's great against cover 2, great against cover 3, because if it's cover 3, you're going to have a corner here playing, and then you're going to have a flat defender. All right, so you got 1, 2, 3 options, only 1, 2, 3 defenders. 2 defenders. So you're going to have one of these guys open. If it's cover 2, Slant-Arrow is not bad against cover 2 either. And I forgot to tell you, if your center's eligible, just have him do a route. In this case, you could do this. You could have him try to split the safeties. It's up to you. But it seems like most leagues, they have their center. The center isn't eligible. So I didn't draw up a route. But if he's eligible, just have him do a route. But if it's cover 2, this kid should have outside leverage. Even if he carries this up, his eyes are going to be to the swing because this kid's swinging out right away and he's going to drive on that. This is a switch release and it looks like he's going vertical, so that's not his problem. And then he's going to bang it back over here. So he's going to drive on here. The safety's going to come off the hash. He's going to have to take the corner and you're going to have this open. You're basically high-lowing this kid. High route, low route. Can't cover all of them. Now, if your quarterback's feeling pressure, just have him, because you know teams do blitz. You can blitz a kid off the edge. You can line up and just blitz. If you feel pressure, throw it down quick to the 5 and let your athlete work in space. All right, so that's the first play. Great play. This play is our cover 2 beater. Now, guys, it's very important to understand that cover 2 man under and cover two zone are two completely different things. People will hear too high, they'll automatically think it's cover two zone. Okay, cover two man under and cover two zone are two completely different coverages. The only difference is cover two man is you're having safeties splitting the field in half, so they're just staying deep, and then you're going to play man underneath, which is a very common coverage in 7-on-7, and it's a really good coverage too. But if you're playing cover two zone, you know, you obviously have flat defenders, hook defenders, curl defenders, and then too deep. So like they are very different. Just because you're saying too high doesn't mean it's man under, or it doesn't mean it's zone. Could be either one. You know, they're very different. So this is basically the dagger concept. We don't really have a shallow drag coming from the other side of the dig, but technically I guess you could still call it a dagger concept. So our two is going to outside release. We are going to get vertical. We're going to motion this kid across pre-snap, and he's going to do a speed out. That'll hold that corner. This kid will hold that safety. This hitch from 5 will hold that middle backer, and then you're going to basically high-low him. All right, so you got this safety covered here. You got this safety covered here. And you got this corner. He's being kept outside, and we're high-lowing the Mike backer here. So let's draw this up. This is a cover 2 look for you. All right. So this is very good against cover 2, and even if it's man under, right here, he's going here. He's not going to see the in break from 1. Okay, that's really far out. He's just going to backpedal. He's going to see this kid hitch. He's going to drive on this. You got this big dig. Okay, this is going to be like a 12-yard dig right behind the mic. And you kind of want to hit this window here too. There will be a hole in the zone. Okay, because this kid will be here. There is going to be a hole in the zone. That's the hole you want to hit. All right, and then you could even tell your kid that once he in breaks, he could stop right here. And then again, you're putting this middle backer in conflict. Now, if this middle linebacker on the zone gets the depth and could get underneath this dig, then you'll have him. This kid will be here. This kid will be here, here, here. So you'll have that gap here. So again, you're high-lowing him. He goes low, you throw high. He goes high, we throw low. So Dagger's a really good man-to-man coverage beater too. You know, you drive your route up. This cornerback will be here. He'll turn his hips and run. And then you downshift and you cut on the in break. His hips are going to be all messed up. He'll probably have to speed turn out, and then it's just going to be too late. And if you like the matchup here, let's say there's zero coverage or they're only playing with one safety and man across the board, you know, you could just take the shot here. You could take the push. You could read the safety, right? They're man free. He can't cover both. So if he flies out here, you could hit here. He sits here, you could fly out here. So, you know, there's a lot of options on this play. And guys, if you're feeling pressure, okay, the kid blitzes, look to throw hot, right? Want to throw the quick out. So you can see like there's a blitz beater in here. There's man-to-man beaters here. There's zone coverage beaters here. All these plays, you know, it's not just, all these plays, they have multiple answers. You know, they have a zone beating aspect and have a man beating aspect. All right, so here's scissors, very good cover 2 beater, cover 2 man under or man coverage beater. I like scissors a lot. Right, great concept. You'll see this concept being ran on every age level of football, from high school, college to the pros. We do it on the youth level every so often. But we'll start with the stack side. We're going to run a corner here. We're going to get a swing here. Okay, this is my man-to-man coverage beater inside. I like this matchup. Kind of get the, you know, the little triangle going, so we got a nice read here. But I do like the corner route against single safety or cover 3, especially if this corner's eyeing here. So I like the right side with man, but essentially this is a 2 deep. When I say 2 deep, it could be cover 2 man under or cover 2 zone. So this kid is going here. Mike will be here, here, here. Corner's coming down here. So now this safety has a decision to make. Is he going to cover the post or is he going to cover the corner? He goes here, we throw here. He goes here, we throw here. We're getting too high. Our quarterback, he knows we are looking at this safety. If they have 2 safeties, I don't care if it's man under or cover 2 zone. If they have 2 safeties, we're reading the safety. Okay? If he bails back, covers him, we go here. Covers him, we go here. It's really that simple. And again, if you're feeling pressure, check it down, or you can even have this little snag concept here if you're feeling pressure. All right, so that's scissors. Not super great against cover 3, but it's good against man coverage and any kind of cover 2. Because cover 3, they can match it pretty well. You're not really putting anyone in conflict. If it's cover 3, corner will take him. They'll be underneath here. Free safety will cover him. Corner will cover him. You have a linebacker dropping for this. So cover 3 kind of take care of this play fairly well, but really good against cover 2 and man coverage. I don't know why this mark won't go away. There we go. Sorry, guys. All right, this is a really good man-to-man coverage beater. This isn't bad against zone, but this is a great man coverage beater. All right, let's start with the push motion. First thing we're doing is we're push motioning this 5 out. He is full speed push motion. As soon as everyone's set, boom, we push him out. He goes full speed, and once the ball snapped, he goes vertical. All right, now we're going to get a post. It's not really a slant. It's not really a post. It's kind of like in the middle, so I don't even know what to call it, to be honest with you. But we're going to go 5 yards. We're going to break in. Our 4 is going to outside release, act like he's running like a wheel. The 5th step, plant, and we're going to come right back in. We're basically trailing the 3. The 3 is clearing out, and we're hitting the 4 in. Because think of it like this, too. Why this is great against man-to-man. Let's say they line up like this. They stack their defender. He's going to open up this way, and then once he opens up that way, we plant, boom, we slice back in. He's going to be out leveraged, and his hips are going to be turned the wrong way, and you got a nice play here. All right, so even if they do this, they line up like this, that's even better. It's going to force him here, and then he's going to be late when you bang it back in. So this is a really nasty man-to-man coverage beater here, guys. And then you got a smash concept here. It's good against cover 2. Good against man as well. Any outbreaking route against man is great because think of it like this. Like the defender covering him, I'm just going to put an X, whatever. Okay, he's going to open up. When he opens up, and then he's going to turn and run with this kid, but his back will be to the quarterback. So he's going to have trouble staying in phase with the receiver and tracking the ball. So any outbreaking route, whether it's an out or a corner or a fade, is very tough to stop against man coverage, especially if it's press man. So another thing to keep in mind, if you see that they don't match him, like when he's out here, that's when the ball snaps. You'll know if they don't bump out or roll someone down, he's going to be wide open. So you could turn and throw to him quickly. So they put this push motion forces them to do something. He's not a backfield player now. This is 3x2. So they need to match that, especially if they're in man. They have to match it. If they're in zone, they got to bump out. So just adding this push motion with a vertical is very nasty. All right, last concept here. It's good old 4 verts. Almost looks like a switch 4 verts, which is kind of cool, but it's really not. But we're going to get an outside release. We're going to get almost to the numbers here. I know it's a little harder to run 4 verts because the flag football field is shorter. So you really could compress that and cover 2/1 a little bit easier. I mean, cover one guy covering 2. That's what I mean. Because the field, like the corners here, as long as he keeps his depth and the field's so short, you can cover 2. But this is very good against man free. This is good against cover 3 because they're sending 4 deep. They only have 3. It's good against cover 2 because they're only have 2 deep. Now this is very good against cover 2 when the corners aren't playing it properly. The corners need to be on the outside shoulder, the number 1 receivers on their side. They need to be physical and funnel this kid in. They cannot allow outside releases because that safety will never get over the top. So if you see they're playing cover 2 and they're not maintaining outside leverage and they're not carrying this vertical inside, you're going to have the outside vertical against cover 2 all day long. All right, so this is good against cover 2. It's good against man. It's just a great concept. We need a big play, man. You just and then have the quarterback look wherever you have the best matchups. If you're good, better here, look there. If you're better here, look there. If you're better here, look there. If you're better here, look there. And then if you're feeling pressure, throw it to the guy on the swing. And you could have him swing out that way. You could push motion out and run a screen. Like, there's a million different things you can do. Just a thing to keep in mind that if they have a middle safety here, you very well can have this kid sit. Just stop. All right? So you really could have him just stop there. A lot of times they'll have these kids pretty much stop if they're really playing over the top deep. So that's an option too. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed all these plays. They're great for all age levels of